Boom, 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 boom. Safe. Welcome to episode number 26 of TerraFirmaCraft Reloaded with DankNStein. Look what I've got. Some Ardite. And we're actually really close to our base. However, I think... Okay, there's really hardly any here. Just before I found this little cluster, it was saying on that block there, it was saying small sample. Now we're getting traces of small Ardite. So, does it even say how many units? It's 15. Oh, it's poor. Oh dear. And there's probably hardly any of it here because, yeah, that was... It went from small to traces when I mined 3 blocks. I mean, let's see if we even get any reading at all now. We're still getting traces, okay. Oh, there's one more. We are, of course, using a load of new tools. You might notice, after the stream the other day, we've got quite an upgrade here, which is excellent. The plan here, anyway, is to make some manilium, I believe it's called. So yeah, I just thought I'd check this one. It was one that actually isn't marked on our journey mapper, because that's what I was looking at on the stream the other day, but this particular source is just right next to the base, and there was all of these. I think I've caused quite a bit of disruption to this area. But look, there's loads of pieces of it on the floor, so let's pick up all the small bits anyway. I just remember having seen these here, so I thought I'd come and check this location first. But yeah, there's a couple others marked on the map that we found while exploring, and I think we're going to fly off to those now. Also, just quickly before we go, look at how fast this steel pick is now. It is pretty good. It's like a steel pickaxe with efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3. We've got this auto repair iron one. Steel, steel, steel. Iron, iron, iron. Yeah. Okay, so to kick things off, we're going to start with this Ardite source over here. Only 1800 blocks away. I think we might be able to get halfway there on the initial flight. Then we've got one there at 1900, does that say? Yep, for the cobalt. And then another Ardite much further away there. So hopefully we don't need to work with that one. Hopefully we can go there, come back, and then go to the cobalt and come back. But let's start over here. I love doing this. Spooky. Look at that, just being right underneath the level of the clouds there. That's cool. Very cool. Ah, snagged. I wasn't paying attention. So how far did we make it? That was a good 1200 blocks or so. Not bad. Also, just quickly, look, we've got across a bit of water here, and look at this new axe, which is also efficiency 4. Sharpness 3 is kind of interesting. It's actually nearly as good a weapon as the warhammer we're currently using, which is mad, actually. We might even just leave the war. I suppose the warhammer's really good against skellies, isn't it? It's only marginally worse than the sword we're carrying around with us. This is interesting. Anyway, look at how fast it is. I mean, that doesn't seem like madly fast, I know, like if you're used to vanilla, but for TFC, that is a very fast axe. That is an excellent axe. Okay. Boaty McBoatface. Let's go. Okay, here we are. And I can actually already spy something. Here we get, yeah, okay. I can already see something over there. That looks interesting. That actually looks like gold. We don't probably need more gold. We have tons of it. It's poor. Okay, never mind. Alright, well, just from doing some spamming, I think it makes sense to dig in here. And it also makes sense to make some ladders. And it also makes sense to get some more Havea saplings. Alright, so guys, this is mad. Like, I fell out of the hole I dug, wherever it was, here, into a cave. Fine. And then we've just started mining a bit of this, and look, it says Ardite ore, but look what I get. Something blue. Rich cobalt. This is very strange. We're getting medium samples around here. So, in fact, a large sample at the bottom. So I think it's still lower down, even than we are now. But we could do a bit more triangulating, and then I'll update you. But we came for Ardite, but I think we're going to leave with cobalt. Alright, yeah, I can confirm. Like, we're finding more of it down here now. And we're actually getting readings of a very large sample around here, which is really promising. But, like, it's definitely rich cobalt. Marked as Ardite. So it's very strange. Oh yeah, look at this. This is the stuff dreams are made of. Alright, so look, just quickly, like one thing just to point out here is that I have both the backpack, which we made on the stream the other day. Excellent. And a barrel full of vessels. And like we've clearly found the middle here, like, so this spot right now, this is just awesome. Okay, so I think I've got everything that is just exposed without me digging deeper into the walls. And to be honest, I'm probably fairly happy with all of that. Being that that's rich quality, I think that's probably enough for a first port of call here today. Let's just check. I bet it's still very large. It is. So there's still plenty more for us to come back for here, but I think that's enough for now. So let's move on. Alright, and now we've got a 5,500 block trip to the next Ardite sample. So hopefully that's a real Ardite sample. Let's go. Alright, so I've like missioned it like almost to where the marker was. But round about here I found another source. It was like a piece on the floor, so I dug down and we do have yet another very large sample here. But watch this. Once again. Cobalt ore. This time normal quality, but it's still cobalt. So we're going to abandon this place and we're going to head to the third source and see if this is... I mean, the first one we found was Ardite on the surface and it was poor quality Ardite when we dug it up. But these two have been Ardite on the surface and then cobalt underneath, so who knows. Anyway, I've got to work out how to get out of here with no ladders. Wish me luck. Alright, we are there. We've triangulated down here, took a little while. Here's our first piece. Moment of truth. Is it going to be cobalt? It is cobalt again! Rah. Okay, the plot doth thicken. Well, at least we got a lot of cobalt. But I'm not going to stick around here and mine any more of it. Maybe we have to go back to where the site that was right next to our base, where there was the poor quality stuff. Oh, but it was such a small pocket, wasn't it? Ardite might end up being tricky. When the pro pick is misleading us and saying Ardite, and when the nuggets on the surface are misleading us and also saying Ardite, but we're just getting cobalt, this presents us with a tricky situation. Alright, well, it's the next day now. There's the last Ardite source there. There's a load of copper here, some normal quality stuff. So I'm just going to grab as much of this as I can while we're here and while it's convenient. Normal quality copper is probably worth having, I'd say. And as it's exposed and so easy to grab here. Looks like quite a bit as well. And we're going to head home and get on with the farming, I think, after this. So that is the plan for the second half of this episode right here. Okay, so just arriving back now, and for anyone who didn't catch the stream the other day, we did do a little bit of pathway work here, just from our paper making area, which admittedly we still haven't had any rain for. But we just did one of these paths, very similar to the one we've got up there, with the tilled dirt and the smooth stones, and I think it looks really nice. And then we've got these little pillars, these lamps, so we've gone for slightly different lighting than the big chunky stuff which we have up there. Just little pine fences with the torches on. But I think, yeah, it looks really cool. I think we've given this area a lot more like personality now. It's nice. Okay, wow, look at this, guys, over there. We've got some trees to pick. Oh yeah, that's awesome. We should do that really soon. But first I'm just going to unpack everything that we got on this trip, so we can have a look, see how we did. So I think in there, yeah, that's the small amount of Ardite we got before we left. We haven't improved upon that very much. Okay, so a decent amount of copper, which I think we'll just smelt down straight away. There's no reason to save any of that. So once we've filled that, then we can just chuck the rest. Oop, lag. Chuck the rest into our lovely hopper there. Excellent. A hopper for the copper. Now, lots of cobalt. I wonder if the cobalt will actually make ingots for us that we can place in the world. That is one of my favourite things about TerraFirmaCraft, you see. But like a decent amount there. Very decent. And then a few more pieces of ardite. A paltry offering of ardite. Right, and then we've got our chest piece there. Cool, and that's an empty backpack. That can just stay there for now, that's fine. We've got a few tools. A load of stone. Some more stone and things. That's it, yeah. So we didn't get much. Okay, we do have something of vague interest to report on, which is we don't have a chert stone or a rhyolite. We don't have chert or rhyolite here. So let's look at what we've got like very little of. Chalk and marble made sense to go together. Got quite a lot of these. Granite we don't have much of. Diorite we've got hardly any of. So should we do diorite and rhyolite because they rhyme? Yeah. Alright, cool. So there we go. We've got diorite, rhyolite, granite and chert, and then the chalk and marble combos. I think it's fine for now. Maybe when we get to like having 6 of them being doubled up, we might do a third row, because I'm pretty sure standing here we'd be able to open those. So yeah, we could just make it even taller, but it's fine for now like that. Alright, so we have got fruits aplenty here. It's kind of delicious. And look, also the willow trees grew. So that is all good news. Okay, right, and then do I have... Yeah, I do have a new scythe. Amazing. Thought so. Willow saplings are usually pretty easy because the amount of leaf blocks that each tree produces is pretty ridiculous. So it's a really good source of sticks too, aren't they? But they also, you can rinse a scythe, even an iron one can go very quickly if you look at the durability, because we are breaking blocks at an unprecedented rate by doing this. Anyway, what's that? 11 sap. I mean, that's plenty now. That's enough. I'm happy with that. Just used up like half a scythe on this thing. Oh man, seriously, the speed that this axe works is just phenomenal. Anyway, I would say there should be more than enough to finish our tower, so maybe we'll just do that before we start work on the barn, I think. And actually, you know what, this does raise a question. What wood do we want to use to build the barn? I think red, like red stuff, but we have limited acacia. We have a little bit more chestnut and we can plant it. Acacia we can't plant, we'd have to go and like grab a load and bring it back, which might not be a bad shout. Those blocks are very red. They do look quite like a barn. But these ones are softer red, which I kind of prefer. I definitely prefer. So we need to come up with a bit of a colour scheme here. And I think, to be on the safe side, I'm just going to plant these right now, all these chestnut saplings. Okay, very good, very good. Let's go and finish the tower. Alright, so how far did we get with this thing? Up to here. Now, here's a conundrum. I can't jump off onto this. I actually need to just do that to get out of here. Because if I tried to jump, I would just go straight up. It's pretty funny. This kind of gives me vertigo doing this. So we'll just finish the initial kind of pipe. And then we can look at maybe decorating it. Okay, and now we're at the top. Here's another puzzly kind of a bit. Oh, and we're out of wood. How do we place these blocks? I'm not sure that we can. We can do this. Okay, we'll go there. Then we'll put these in, and then I can't see anything. Okay, but we'll just break that and die. Oh, we didn't die. Okay, good. Okay, so that's it kind of done. Let's take a step back and have a look from the outside in. I mean, it's fine for now, to be honest. It looks pretty good, actually, just as it is now that it's a complete shape. We could maybe make the platform at the top bigger. Should we do that? Should we make the top platform bigger? I don't know. From up here, though, it feels like the right kind of size. Let's go Let's go out one more across the whole thing, because it will also make the bit that we can stand in the middle below the clouds a bit larger, which I think will be nice. Okay, yeah, that's cool. And then chisel time. Should we just go all the way right up? Yeah, so the edge is just the little lip itself. So basically like that. Yeah, I think so, all the way around like that. Looks good to me. And done. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It's like a proper like area that you can stand in now. Yeah, I like it. And then that probably looks worse from below though, because now it probably doesn't feel quite as evenly paced. Actually looks fine. It looks fine from below. I'm kind of fine with that. Okay, and then my final idea is to use these logs to make the whole thing just feel a bit beefier at the bottom. So we're going to start by placing them just in the corner blocks. And we do want to get rid of any dirt, but we're just going to leave the stone at the bottom, I think, for now. So let's do like 3 there. We can afford like 1 there. We can probably go up a couple more. Just want it to be even all the way around, and these sides are going to be more expensive, so I'm just being a bit cautious. Okay, no, we don't need to put one in that plug there. Same goes for here. So we could maybe bring everyone up to at least that level. Yeah, this is the place to stand to do it. I can see them all from this platform. Okay, and we've got 15 to divide by 4. Well, we can do 12, so we can get 3 more done on each. Might add quite a lot in terms of just making the base of the tower feel a bit more like supported. It doesn't add very much at all. Okay, but what we could do when we get our next batch of willow in is thicken it up more, so it really feels like there's kind of like a bottom section, like if we covered those planks as well and went up a bit higher. One to continue pondering. But yeah, anyway, at least that thing's looking pretty presentable now. That's good. Okay, so let's start messing around with the color scheme for our barn. So we're no doubt going to use all of these, and we'll probably need to wait for the saplings we've planted to finish. But let's just get a few of these planks made, just so we can observe their texture and color. It's a very nice texture and color. I guess we could compare it to the acacia, but I'm pretty sure the acacia literally is that garish. This is just nice. This is like a nice red for our barn. But what color do we want the logs themselves to be? We've got quite a lot of maple, and I was thinking grey might look quite nice with this red. It's not far off actually the way the acacia is set up. I think that could look really nice. And actually, even the yellow, even the exposed yellow, should we just try a couple of these to see what that kind of looks like? Yeah, like the yellow and the red and the grey. It's like, that feels kind of farmy to me. And then we could have, like, can we make hay blocks in TerraFirmaCraft? I can't even remember. Oh yes, I remember these things. They're thatched, so these would work too. But they're like you can walk through them, these blocks. So they don't work for like a floor or a roof, but they do kind of just work decoratively. So yeah, I think there's our colour scheme. I'm quite happy with that. We've got quite a lot of the maple. Hopefully that's enough logs. I think it should be. So yeah, let's go with that. So like before we start, I should say that I'm not planning on this being like an absolutely massive barn. Like, we aren't going to be keeping loads and loads of animals. I just think we haven't done any of it yet, and it would be nice to kind of flesh out this area here where we do have our farmland. Oh, these are all finished as well. Yeah, that little experiment, that can probably just be filled in. But I was thinking the barn would basically go kind of here. So let's clear out an area, and yeah, I guess first things first, let's put down our supplies. I'll leave all our logs here for now. Cool, so we've got our chestnut and our maple. Very nice. Now let's clear this area out here. Alright, cool, yeah, it looks good. Let's get rid of this one too. But I think the rough kind of plan I'm developing is that it sort of sits in this area, and you'd have entrances from the front, from like an entrance from here and an entrance from the farmland there, and it would sort of sit, nestle, yeah, let's get rid of this tree too, and it will kind of sit into this corner here. So maybe we actually say this right here is the corner of it. So we could, in fact, we can leave the dirt in the corners that are going to make up the walls, and maybe this here, then we dig out for the floor. So we need to then work out how large we actually want this thing to be. I would say that's plenty. If that's an odd number, I'm probably happy with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10. Okay, so let's go one less than that. We don't want it to be too big here. We'll go right there. So yeah, I think, you know what, this might be time to end on a slight little building montage here. And we'll just see how we go. So yeah, enjoy the ting. Okay, alright, so hope you enjoyed that. I'm actually really happy with how this has turned out. Oh wait, hold on, there was one more thing I just had in mind. There, like that. And then we don't have very much thatch yet, but we will grab it. And you'll notice as well, like in here, I just don't have enough maple planks, but this whole area here will, as you probably guessed, be maple planks for now, unless we might just change that out to just all be chestnut. But I quite like the yellow on the inside. And then we haven't quite worked out how the frame of the inside will sit either. And then the roof will sort of be a load of this stuff. Can I get up there, I wonder? Here we go. So we don't have much of this to go around right now, but let's just do something for argument's sake like that. Yeah, and that might stick out a couple of blocks. What would it look like if it was sticking out a couple of blocks? Yeah, something like that. And like it would be big. It would be like a big dome of thatch on the top. That's the kind of plan. And then we might put some more wood supports or something. I don't know, there's something weird about the way these colours are playing with each other now, actually. Maybe it's just too much thatch having it stick out that far. But what I'm going to do, because I need to wait for those trees to grow, is finish this off between episodes. So at the start of the next episode, you'll see the whole thing. And we've got a male and a female sheep going. That's pretty good. And we've got a singular pig. This pen here's got 2 for when we find a horse. The horse can live in there. And I haven't really given much thought about the rest of it. Probably have cows in this larger pen at the back. A few pigs in there, a few sheep there. Got a spare one here. I don't know, we could put chickens or something in there. I don't know. But that's that, guys. So thanks very much for watching. Another fantastic episode, as always. And I will see you very soon. I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.